Display. That head bob,
Uh-huh.
that's aggression. That's I'm king, get out of my way.
They really are king of the jungle,
Oh,
aren't
they are. You have a big old pride of lions, and they'll come right down and run them off. I've been there. I've been in the bush. I've gone to the what we call bush. That's where you go to the most remote places, and I've seen the fruit. So it's one thing to teach in the Bible college. It's another thing to get in the car, get on the plane, go to the other side of the nation, actually go out to the bush and say, I can see what we're doing. I pastored for 20 years, and I could never dream of being more fruitful. A lot of people make fun of that job or that vocation, pastoring, but to me, I was called to it. So it fit me. It felt like the place I wanted to be the rest of my life. And I never could dream of bearing more fruit than where I was. But, when you confess Jesus as Lord, a lot of people don't understand the practical side of that, where you relinquish control of your life, your future. It's not just getting your ticket to heaven, which is, thank God, salvation is, that's how we get saved. We confess Jesus as Lord. But there's a bigger picture, and that is turning your future over to Him. So in the process of 2 years of praying from 2000 to 2002, I came to realize that the Lord was leading me to leave my church that I was happy to be at and blessed to be at, to go to Tanzania and work with a man that I never met, that I never knew. It was a total God connection. God did it. And Egan Falk is like the Billy Graham of Tanzania. He's won more people to Christ than anybody in the nation. And he had started a Bible school and wasn't quite sure why God had him start a Bible college, because he didn't want to run it and he didn't want to mess with it. He's as an evangelist. He wants to win souls. But he obeyed the Lord. And in the next year, after the first year, is when the Lord led me to resign my church and to go and serve Him, where we train leaders from all over the nation to go to primarily the unreached people groups. I mean, we're not focusing on the places that are evangelized already. We go to the Muslim-dominated, the witchcraft-dominated towns and cities and villages of Tanzania, and that's where we're planning new works to reap the end-time harvest. The greatest fulfillment comes from the knowledge that when you touch a leader, you touch every person that leader will ever touch. You multiply your fruitfulness. Anytime that you want to change a nation, a government, a family, a business, unless you change the leadership, you're not going to change anything. Even if it starts from the people, there's going to come new leaders rise up to change out the old guard and to change the direction of whatever it is you're trying to change. So effective, long-term, fruitful change, what's the best way to do it? Well, you could do it one-on-one, Christian to Christian at a time. It'd take you forever. But if you touch a leader that's touching hundreds of people, even thousands of people, then my ministry, Leadership Training International, the motto is touch a leader, change a nation. Because that's how you do it. You have to start with the leadership. in one sense, while I was pastoring, it was like addition to the kingdom of God. But doing what I'm doing now is multiplication, absolutely. So what would you in the big scheme of things, 6 plus 6 is 12, 6 times 6 is 36. It's just, the fruit is abounding. There's just no, now we have over 650 graduates all over the nation. New works started all the time, multiple new works from some graduates. It's working.